Hey Amazon sellers, if your candle listing got flagged for an SDS, which is the safety data sheet, don't skip this video. I'm going to show you the exact safety data sheet format I use to get approved and to keep my listing active on Amazon. And yes, it's completely free. Make sure you watch until the end so you can see the full SDS layout and copy it for your own product. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I've been selling my candle products on Amazon for about 7 years now, and recently a lot of Amazon sellers, including myself, have been receiving compliance emails from Amazon. If you get one of these emails and ignore it, your listing will be removed. So, Amazon flagged my scented candle listing as hazardous, even though it's just wax, fragrance oil, and a wick inside the candle. I still received this warning email from Amazon. So you see here, it says submit product compliance documents to avoid listing removal. They literally say my listing is at risk for removal because I didn't have a safety data sheet. They give me a deadline so I received the email February 19th, and they're giving me a deadline of April 5th to submit this SDS. And it says in here, if I don't submit it by the state, my listing will be removed. And if you scroll down, it'll list your company name, your candle that you're selling, your ASIN number. And here's the frustrating part. Amazon doesn't tell you exactly what's wrong. They just tell you to submit documents or they're going to take down your listing. At first, I thought I had to hire a company to create the SDS for me. So I reached out to a few companies, and one of the companies I reached out to was called SDS. So here's the communication with this company. And as you can see, the ridiculous prices these companies charge. So they're wanting to charge to create a SDS sheet for one product is $700. And they mentioned something about an additional $475 for a TRA, and I have no idea what that means. But there's no way I was going to pay this price to keep my listing active on Amazon. So I did a little bit of research and kind of went on Google and just typed in random company names that have SDSs to see if anything came up. And I was able to find the SDS from Bath & Body Works. Let's pull that up so we can see what an SDS looks like. Here is Bath & Body Works SDS. This is kind of what the format looks like. And I also found another company who also had an SDS, and that company's name is Hollowick. So here is Hollowick SDS. So I had these two companies' SDSs as reference. So I realized that I already had most of the information I needed from my fragrance supplier. And for this one particular product, I purchased my fragrance from this company here, Nature's Garden. So one of the fragrances was orange. So I'll pull up this information on the supplier's website. So the information we're looking for is called the IFRA certificate. This contains safety and usage information. So instead of paying hundreds of dollars, I used my IFRA documentation as reference to build my SDS. So let's scroll down to the IFRA section. And this is what we're looking for. So let's just click on this, and it should open up and we're in the orange fragrance oil. This is what the IFRA certificate looks like. And then the other ingredient was the agave lime. So we have that information as well. So now I'm going to be honest with you. I'm very busy, and I did not want to spend hours trying to figure this out from scratch. So I used ChatGPT to help structure the SDS. Then I reviewed everything and made sure it was accurate before submitting to Amazon. So let's go over to ChatGPT. And I would create an account if you don't have one. So what I asked ChatGPT was the following. And I'll pull up that history here. So initially, I asked Chat, I'm an Amazon seller. I received a compliance email to the hazardous candle products. Amazon is requiring me to submit a SDS before this date. My scented candle product is called Orange and Agave Lime. I have IFRA certificate attached for each fragrance from the supplier. Can you please create an SDS for my candle product? I have attached some other companies, Bath & Body Works and Hollowick. Select SDS for reference. I need the SDS to be the standard used in the US. I did want to say the SDS must follow the full 16-section format. Not 10 sections, not 12, always 16 sections. Even if your information is correct, if your SDS doesn't include all 16 sections, Amazon will reject it. So back to chat. So once I asked chat this question, I uploaded the IFRA for the orange, IFRA for the agave lime. I also uploaded, and this is public record, for the Bath & Body Works and Hollowick Select. It's public record on Google. Just Google it. Their SDS will come up. And then also, I included my compliance email. So I attached all that. Hit submit, and chat says, I can absolutely create an SDS for you. And then it asked me for a little bit of information about company name, address, phone number, product name, candle information, just some basic information to ask you about. So I just said the company name was Good Aroma Candle. I just made up an address, phone number, product name, Orange and Agave Lime scented candle. And I actually used parasoy wax in my candles. And then I just made up a fragrance percentage and then a wick. And then also I answered one of the questions it asked here. Do you want to list it as not classified as hazardous? So, of course my candles are not hazardous. So I did mention that in here as well. My candle is not hazardous. So once I provided that information to chat, it then generated the sections that we mentioned earlier. You have to have 16 sections. And then I asked chat to please generate a PDF format for the SDS. When you generate the SDS, of course, you want to make sure it runs from sections 1 through 16. Let's just open up the sample that chat created. I would recommend putting your logo in the top left for your company. So just kind of scrolling through, it did create the 16 sections. But there's still more you can add to it. I want to mention a few other things. Amazon isn't just checking your product. They're checking if your document looks like a real compliant 16-section SDS. You do want to add your company branding, your logo, to make the SDS look more professional. And I really believe that helped with my approval as well for my SDS. So let me show you the final SDS. So Section 1. The product name must match your listing exactly. Section 2. Clearly states not hazardous. Section 3. Basic ingredients, wax, fragrance, wick. And then I'll scroll through the other sections. And then Section 14, very crucial. This means that your product is not regulated for transport. Very important. Every SDS for Section 15 must mention OSHA. exactly the way you see it, it needs to be on your SDS for OSHA. The disclaimer. I would definitely use this section for the disclaimer to make your SDS look professional and the real deal. So if you want to add your logo, it's pretty simple, and you can actually have ChatGPT create a logo. What I would recommend is when it creates your logo, let's see. Yeah, here it is. So I asked Chat to create a logo. I said, create a logo for my candle. The name is Good Aroma Candle. Please create a logo with a transparent background. And that is what Chat did. And then I just downloaded it. So we just want to do Edit PDF. And then click Image. This is our transparent image. Just go up here, click in that section, make this smaller. There we go. Just click Save. Let's close it. With the exception of the product was different, and the company name was different, and my logo was different. But this SDS format, the safety data sheet, this is the exact one I submitted. And Amazon approved it. They'll give you an approval 24 to 72 hours. So let me pull up that approval email. I received this email that says, "Hello, thank you for submitting the document for the Chemical Safety Compliance Team. The ACE has been marked as compliant in our systems and will be reclassified in the shortest time possible." So this is my approval. Now to upload the SDS in your Amazon seller account. You would just go to your Amazon seller account, and once you get logged in Amazon Seller Central, you want to go to the menu in the top left, navigate to Performance, Account Health, and then scroll down and you will see Regulatory Compliance. And you'll probably see like a number 1 listed there. Whichever products are marked non-compliant, you'll see the number of those there next to the regulatory compliance. In my situation, I just had one that was non-compliant. And then you'll click on the number or click on Regulatory Compliance. It'll take you to another screen where you can upload your SDS. And then once you upload it, just click Submit. This section in the Performance Account Health is the only area where you can upload the SDS. And Amazon usually reviews your SDS within 24 to 72 hours. Instead of paying a company $700 or $300 to $700 for an SDS, I actually did my SDS for free. So at the end of this video, I'm going to leave my full approved on the screen so you can use it as reference. And if you're selling on Amazon, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching.